What does it take to be an innovator? This month's Harmony Hero has been a trailblazer in eco-education, bringing outdoor garden-based learning to thousands of students each month in North Texas. In our conversation today, we'll talk about how innovative leaders find their calling to guide others. Not only does Kim Amon provide a flyway for monarchs on their migration, but she imparts new ideas and skills to her students as they move through their journeys. Congratulations, Kim. We are so thrilled to name you October's Harmony Hero.
I'm so excited about this, and the timing's perfect because the Monarchs are heading south through North Texas as we speak. So thank you so much.
You are so welcome because you are a leader and a trailblazer, and we can't wait to hear all about it.
I was an educator for 30 years, and I started a school garden, Moss Haven Farm, 10 years ago. I saw the impact that it was making on the students and the environment and the community. So I started an organization called Grow Garden Grow, and now we work with 13 schools in North Texas, and we work with about 3,000 students a month. And so we teach them about the environment, sustainability, their connectedness to the planet, and monarchs, of course. And then during the pandemic, we decided to start the North Texas School Garden Network to really build this movement in our region. And so we work with different educators to help them build sustainable school gardens in their communities. And then nationally, I work with the Slow Food USA School Garden Network to strengthen the school garden movement within that organization as well.
Kim, I hear you've even partnered with the American Heart Association.
We have partnered with the American Heart Association, and we were the first teaching garden in the state of Texas for Moss Haven Farm. And with that, we were able to really push the movement and get a lot of coverage and a lot of momentum building through our partnership with them.
Can you share with us why this is so rewarding to you?
We're in 13 schools and work with 3,000 kids a month. And so every day the students are amazed by what they see in the garden. They're agents of change, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be the leaders. And so teaching them to respect the environment and to protect the monarchs and to create native spaces for animals and people to thrive in. They go home and tell their parents, and then they start a garden there. And we even have this year a student who is a high school student starting a school garden at her high school. And she was one of our students in elementary school, which is amazing. You just don't know the seed that you plant, what's gonna develop with that. And that's the reward that I get is what happens when I give the kids just a little bit of knowledge and experience and they run with it.
Can you share with us what winning a trip to the Monarch Winter Habitat would mean to you?
You know, I think it would be full circle because in Texas, we are in the Monarch Flyway. So twice a year for really a month in the spring and a month in the fall, we're very immersed in monarch migration and the cycles of the monarch. So a lot of what I do in the garden 2 months out of the school year connects all the curriculum to the monarch. So I developed some curriculum that could be widely shared out in the networks that I work in, because I think the monarch's like the mascot for the environment. It's so hands-on and concrete to kids. They understand, and when you start to teach about the plight of the monarch and the perseverance and the struggle and the environment and what it's doing and how that impacts the small but mighty winged warrior that flies through our garden twice a year.
Kim, could you share with us any aha moments?
Last week we found a monarch that had a wing that was like barely hanging on there. It was barely there, and they said, put the tag on the ripped wing so that it will be like a Band-Aid, so it will for sure make it to Mexico. So you know, just the connections that the kids make with the monarch migration is really magical, and they're the biggest advocates for these butterflies, and they'll go and have lemonade stands for the monarchs, and they'll pick up trash and make sure there's water in the feeders, and make sure the host plants are all watered. This movement is so important that we need to keep pushing until there's a school garden in every school campus. That's where I want to go with it. A lot of times the schools that have school gardens are ones that have active PTAs and funding, and then the schools that don't have school gardens. So finding ways to connect all children to the earth and these opportunities is really important, because we all are citizens of the planet, and we all need to take care of the earth and monarch migration.
We're so thrilled that you're our October Harmony Hero, and so excited about what you've been up to, and wish you all the best.
I appreciate the work that y'all do to support monarchs and the environment, and we all are in this together. We all need to work together to make the world a better place.
To learn more or nominate our November Harmony Hero, watch the introductory video with Dr. Court Whelan, Habitat Adventure Guide and entomologist, who will be guiding our winner and 3 of their guests to the central Mexican mountains to the monarch winter habitat. See you next month.